Where do you want to take a trip? Close your eyes and let your memory slip. Roam home, home to your mammy and mine in Caroline. Make believe you're getting off the train. Just imagine that you're home again. Run, run, someone is calling you home. Just see them watching and waiting underneath the cotton moon. Watching and waiting just to hear a wonderful tune. Where the buzz of the bee is a sweet melody. The bird in the tree knows the right harmony. The leaves total low to and fro. Ain't you glad you're here, my honey dear? Mammy is saying, sickening is go to bed. Mammy is saying, cover up your kinky head. That white out there ain't cotton. No, it's just a bit of old black Joe that...
Hello Space Engineers, welcome back to Hephaestus Prime here at the Selene base on the moon. Yes, welcome back. Hope everybody is all fit and well today. Right, we will get almost straight into it. First of all, we'll just have a look at this hangar, which is where we're going to sort of start. Didn't quite get this finished last episode, but have finished it now. So, just open up the door. So it's just depressurizing. And there we go. So yes, took quite a bit of steel. Did make a couple of trips over in the buggy to grab some more iron from the mine. And yeah, I just, yeah. I didn't do a lot in here, I just finished it basically. I haven't obviously put in props or anything. Did put in a conveyor system which goes from the back there to where you saw it last time, but it cuts across. And then a couple more vents here. And of course, I've got the doors, which they took a little while just to put all the buttons and stuff in. Yes, so really, really happy with how this has come out. So nice big workspace. And yeah, this is where we'll be for, well, today, I guess. Stuff to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a drop pod, which is going to go in here. And a vehicle to carry it. So as I sort of talked about last time, we'll just head back in here and we'll shut the door. Yes, as I talked about last time, rather than making a vehicle with cargo storage and then a drop pod with cargo storage, which has no vehicle to move it, then yeah, why not have a vehicle that uses the drop pod for storage? So, let us begin. Yeah. Just get a small one of these happening. Yeah. Do I not have any motors? This is a good start. I did make motors, but I guess I don't have any motors. Now, I do have the platinum mine doing its last little thing. So its last push, its last sweep, as its current setup is. It's not saying that's going to be the last forever or anything. I might actually just try and get that a little bit more straight. So if I go like so, that's better. So I just want to cool. Yes, I want to be able to get underneath it because yeah, it's going to be a tight fit in the cargo bay of the Marama Rocket. So let's just start with small grid, large. Right, so this is going to be... I'm going to do this. Really, I want Small on the bottom, so that one there I want on the bottom. There we go. That's what I want. So now, yeah, large on top, small on the bottom, large either end. Fantastic. So that one on. And this one. Now, what I'm doing is grabbing some more interior plate. Alright, so what's going to happen is that it's just going to be a drop pod. I was thinking about installing some thrusters and stuff on, but what I'm going to do, and I'll just grab the parts for it. Actually, I'll just grab some steel. That will suffice. And so we'll put a connector on the bottom. Okay, so that's the bottom. And then we're going to put a connector on the side. Now this is the side. And just thinking. Probably put this connector up the top. Now for the tricky bit. Not tricky, just the clever bit. I'm going to put some of those in there. And then I'm going to pop on a merge block. Like so. And am I going to put on another... Yeah, I'll put on another connector at the top. So we'll do that. Righty-ho. So now, what I'm going to do is probably on the sides, maybe? Yeah, on the sides. Or potentially the top. Okay. Anyway, so what I'll do is that there'll be a landing gear at the bottom, and that will be on an extendable piston. A bit like the Aether does when it lands, just so it doesn't land and bust the old... connector. And yeah, so when it floats down to Hephaestus Prime, to the lake, that will take up the brunt of the drop. Up the top here I'll have multiple parachutes, and then the idea with this is that when it lands like upright, I'll be able to connect into it with the centipede and be able to move it with that. Plus, if I want, I could just connect to the top of it with the centipede and empty it if it was too heavy. And what I'm also going to do is, up in orbit of the moon, I'll have like an engine module that I can connect to it, and that can fly it back to Hephaestus Prime into orbit, and then send it off into the atmosphere, let it free fall, and the engine block will disconnect and come back here. So I think that's going to work quite well, and it should... No, it will fit, because I've checked. It will fit into the Marama rocket. So yeah, that's sort of my plan. It fits, but I just need to be real super careful underneath here. Basically, I can't really have anything underneath as such. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll might do a little quick speed up thingy and just quickly weld this up. Okay, so that's all done. Pretty happy with how it's come out. Just having a bit of a recharge here on the couch. Yeah, so 3 large cargo containers. That's plenty of storage. And yeah, we'll just go and have a bit of a closer look. So signal. What I've done is I've actually named everything. Those are signal lights on the top. So there we go. Hopefully you should see them from a distance. And yeah, it was hard getting this sort of shape right, just because of the sort of rail for want of a better word, underneath. Now that's just going to slip in and sort of guide it quite nicely. Well, that's the plan anyway, when I put it in the Marama Rocket. So that's that, and yeah, what else? I did have to do some very quick work to deal with these landing gears, because I had these blocks sort of filled in here and it was clanging and there was a little bit of spinning happening, but I managed to intercept it before it did anything too major. But it, because I can push it as well, so I've sort of pushed it back into its well, oh yeah, I can push it. Yeah, anyway, so yeah, it's all good. Under there's a beacon, antenna, a little reactor as well, so that's quite useful. Yeah. So, yeah, that's that. Right. Okay, moving on. So I just need to go and actually heal myself a little bit as well, because I did grind through the floor a couple of times and vent the space in here and got a little bit injured. And we just need to sort out some resources before we get on with the build for the main sort of cargo carrying unit. So let's just go down here. So I have been refining stone. So I did the last sweep in here. So this is fully extended now and has swept around. Just turn those off. So I don't think I'll be extending that anymore, because really it's all just stone in here. I can't see any platinum around here. There's a little bit over here. Of course there's a big lot down there. And it does seem to sort of go down through here. You can see I have done a little bit of hand mining through here and up the other side. So yeah, I guess the rest of it's back there somewhere, or yeah, I'll do some more exploratory things and when I get around to it. Not right now, because we've still got plenty and we need to get back what we've got. And I did this actually before we started today, but I just rearranged the walkways a little bit. Now that I look at it, I was actually meant to put in some screens there with inventory control. So yeah, anyway, we'll do that at some point. Power. Yeah, they're sort of half full. What I might do is actually just give them 1/4 of an hour on the reactor, because I will be manufacturing stuff very shortly. Yeah, so a little bit of iron in there, so that's good. Just before I forget, I'll grab say 5 of them for the drop pod. Yes, so a little bit light on the old resources, so let's do some of those and some of those, and computers on motors. We'll definitely need motors and canvas as well, actually. So let's just find the canvas and do some of those motors, and I think we need to do some displays as well. A couple hundred computers. That looks like everything. Yeah. So just really need enough to do the bulk carrier. As long as there's enough of the iron in there to do that, we'll be able to get more. So that's cool. I might just put this flyer outside, just give me a bit more room. Cool. Cool. just make sure that that's off. My word, that was loud. I don't know if you heard that, but I certainly heard that through my headphones. That was just like... it crashed. Right, okay, so let's just have a little bit of a think about what we're going to do here. Now, I have had a couple of thoughts. One was to do like a hook type arrangement and pull it up onto a deck. A bit like the rubbish trucks do. Or bulk carriers as well. But yeah, where they have the sort of pods like this that they can drop off the back. Yeah, it would go quite well on there. You'd put some tyres or something in, I guess. But yeah, I just don't think I can get the hook mechanism right. So then my other thoughts were to be like a bit like the straddle crane, the straddle carrier back in Fort Rutherford, and sort of, yeah, put that over. But what I think I might do is put like wheels down either side. I mean, that was always going to happen. So beam down here, one on the other side, and then a couple on this side, so 4 altogether, of pistons with a hinge on the top and a landing gear. And that way the landing gear can sort of fold down and push it into place into the middle. So that's how I think I'm going to do it. Yeah. Alright, we'll just grab some steel and get sort of going. Make it my lunar blue. So what I'll do is I'll start off on here. Now this is going to be higher than really what it's going to be, but just so I can get it happening. So if I put some half blocks down the inside there. Right, yeah, like so. And then put the pistons, I guess, one there. And one there. So that we get the flat bits. Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I did think about just connecting with the connector and lifting it, but I'm just a bit worried that the weights might be a bit wrong. So, yeah, alright. Grab these. Like so. And then the landing gears, like so. And like so. So now, yeah, when they fold in, they'll actually guide it into the center. Alright, so that'll be good. And then we'll get some wheels. So on the left here. So a set. Oh, maybe there. Kind of actually want them right there, but okay, we'll put it there and there, and we'll do the same on the other side. And then just to help with the weight distribution, batteries. So I'm going to put them in along here like that, and however far forward, oh well, definitely to there, because then the other wheels will pretty much go on here. Yeah, and then they'll have a connection up there. Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. Okay. Right, just let me weld all this up. Oh, why are you falling over? Alright, let me weld this up, and back in a minute. Alright, so just putting a few extra blocks in here. And it's good. Alright, so with these, if they go over the other way, so as they come down, bearing in mind that this is about 2.5 blocks lower than it would be normally, they should push it into place, especially with that slope just there. So that will work. And I probably just need to time them so one side's a little bit slower than the other. Yeah. Okay. All right. So now, now I've pretty much got to duplicate that on the other side. All right. Stand by. Okay, so I've done all that. Just put that to 0. Just sorting out these things in here. Right. Was that everything? So the landing gears. The pistons. So I'm just grouping all these. And I'm just calling it a bulk carrier for now, because I don't know what else to call it. And what do we want? Yep, that's fine. Alright. Oh, batteries. Alright, just try and keep all that tidy. Oh, the wheels. That's the whole reason I came in here, actually, was was to do the wheels. So rear, and rear. And for now, I'll turn the steering off and turn the air shock off. And that's fine. Right, so there we go. That's pretty good. So I put the batteries in there just to keep the weight distribution right. And I've missed the thing. There we go. Got it underneath. Okay, so yeah, that's all looking. Another one. That's all looking pretty good. Very good. Very, very good. Okay. Now the front bit. Ooh, okay. So, what I'm going to want is to figure out where the connector goes. So, I mean, obviously it's going to come out that far. But how high? So we really want a reasonable amount of clearance. So we probably want it 2 blocks, because that's 1.5. Yeah, 2 blocks. We may as well get it up high off the ground. So if we say, yeah, so that's 1.5 blocks. So if we say that's half a block and that's 1 block, then we'll want it up on there. Right there. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult. Alright. So now when I drop this down, then yeah, that'll be fine. Yeah, I'm gonna have to have the wheels back here, I think, because yeah, okay. I want to try and get this as short as I can, otherwise it's going to be quite large. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to have another connector, which in hindsight I should have grabbed the parts while I was just in that before. And I must remember that I do have one just right there as well. So what I'm thinking is that I'll just have that like that. And when it drives through here, and I can probably have it over to one side actually, I'm going to have a connector that folds up out of the floor. So that basically it's always going to drive forwards into it. And then when we need to drive it out, I'll just unconnect and it'll fall down and then I can drive over the top of it. So that's the advantages of having the drive-through bay. So that's what I'm going to do there. Yeah, so that's block out. How did I do that? Oh, I don't know, but we'll fix that. There we go. Alright. So, wheels, we're going to want one just on there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. So one on there. Which means one there. Cool, okay. Hokey pokey. So that's all looking pretty good. Yeah, I've gone in and again just grouped everything that I needed to. And yeah, so one of the last things, well, we need to do some more things, but one of the important things will be where to put this. Now, I was thinking up on there, but is that going to be too high? What if I had it side mounted? Thing is, it's... No, I can always move it. Alright, we'll put it there for now. And we can probably drop this actually. Because, yeah, it's all done. Okay. So, let us take a deep breath. There we go. Okay, and so they're in a good spot. So they'll be able to lift it up. Now, how high are they going to lift? They only need to lift 2 blocks? Yeah. Okay, so... Alright, we'll just have a look at that actually. So, let's have a think. So, we'll just load up this. So, front connector. Batteries on recharge. Okay, I might set up a second thing for loading it. So we want that to extend. And that to reverse. Same with that one. Reverse it. No, they'll go into the first one. Sorry, I'm mumbling. So, reverse that. Reverse that. And lock that. Switch lock that. Okay. So that's fine. If we had cameras and stuff, they would be on there. Oh, reactor. This hasn't got a reactor. Okay, that's easy. We'll need the connector as well. The rear connector. That one there. We'll actually put you down there. Alright. Maybe I should have... anyway. So, that's fine. I'm just thinking that a camera might actually be useful. that's a sensor. That's a camera. Alright, there we go. Okay. So now we can sort of see. Yeah, it probably actually wants to be on top of the cab, but anyway. So these are ready to lock. Lock. Then... how high do we want these to go? Okay, what I'll do is I'll just go into here and we'll make the maximum distance. We'll make it 0.75. Straight up. Guess when it's empty. Okay, so maybe 0.8. Do we just go the whole hog and make it 1? Yeah. That's fine. Alright, so that's looking pretty good. It's looking real good. Okay, so actually how about we go out and have a bit of a drive. Try not to crash it. So I'll need to tidy up the front bits, but that's... oh, this will be the telling. Oh, yeah, no, that's all good. Okay, if we can get over that terrain, it's going to be able to get over most things. So how about we go over to... yeah, no, that's handling all right. We'll go over to the iron mine and see if it'll hook up there.
There's a man on the sidewalk, and at his feet got a dog. There's a man on the sidewalk, and at his feet got a dog. Dog's off the leash. She's a man.
Okay, so that's going to need some work. Yes. I think a couple of hinges will do the trick. And yeah. But I think that's pretty successful, really. I'll just... a couple of things I will do is get the wheels. And we'll just make sure that they are fully... oh, we can go down, but not up. I think they're just about locked then, but that's fine. Reduce the speed is what we want to do. So I'll just make that 30 kilometers. So that's fine. It's going to get heavy in a minute, so we'll just put that up to there. Alright, yes, we need to pull forward. And, oh, this is all connected. Oh dear. Alrighty, so that's all done. I've just ended up rebuilding the whole thing. Well, not the whole thing, just the small grid stuff. So this is probably And when I say probably, definitely a better way, because now that's getting a lot more light from the sun. When it eventually comes up, it'll sort of come up over that way. So that's a good place for that now. And here's our little docking thingy. So what I can do is reverse that, and yeah, they both go sort of opposite directions, and that way they stay level. And when it gets to a point that I'm happy, like about there, I can just lock the hinges. And then I can lock that, and we have a connection. So now, I have done some sort of mining off and on. So there's our drop pod container. In fact, we'll just tidy that up. And iron. So yeah, I've got a fair bit in here. Oh, you see that go down. Alright. So yeah, I've sort of done, yeah, a bit more drilling in here. I sort of did it as I came and got some more earlier. Really getting into the nickel now, not that we need it. Still need to get cobalt, so yeah, we'll just leave that like that for now. Yeah, so pretty happy with all that. So I'm going to take this back now. I'm going to pull the pin on it, as you can tell by my sign over there. Hint, hint, nudge, nudge. It's time for us to head off into the, well, not the sunset, because it's nearly morning. It's time to head off. Yeah, so what I'm going to do is, off camera, I'm just going to tidy up this front bit, which will just be blocks. I don't think, I'll probably need to put a beacon and antenna somewhere. Maybe a gyro just to help with twisting. And yeah, that's all good. And put in a connector over in the large hangar as well. So as I'll probably do that off camera. But what I might do is, just before we head off, I don't have that lock on my toolbar. Okay, what I probably want is, since I'll be coming back over here, what I probably want is actually, sorry, I'm digressing a bit. I was going to say goodbye, but I've been sidetracked. So we probably want that one, because the drop pod may change, but the mine will always be here. Just get rid of that. So yeah, and the other mines I could put in here as well, but it says it's unlocked. Why? Oh, dump, that's why. So what we actually want is the dock. Try that one. Okay, so that's fine. So now, if we want to, what did I do there? I don't want that. Yep, sweet. Alright, so now we can release. Awesome. Now what I thought I might do is, just before we head off, is just make sure that this works. So let us drop it. Oh, I need to unlock it first. Okay, so we'll lift it up again. We'll unlock it, we'll drop it. We will unlock those, twist those. Why are they not getting out of the way? Okay, that's not really working. Alright, well that's going to take a bit of work. Maybe if I do it that way and then come down, they might just... okay. Alright, I'll have to work on that, but even though it's quite heavy, it lifts up alright. And yeah, awesome. So, thanks everybody for watching today. Hope you did enjoy it. Lights is another thing I need. Yes. Hopefully you can join me again next time. Stay safe out there, everybody. Have a good one.